What's going on, guys? CJ here. Listen, I want to tell you about Buzzsprout. Let's say you want to start a podcast. I don't know what it could be about. Maybe you like to fucking cook. Maybe you have this fucking pot roast recipe that you got to share with the world. It's so fucking delicious. It's the best. But you want to tell the world how to do it, and you don't know how. Well, Buzzsprout is here to help. What you do is you record your episode on your phone like I do, or whatever you use, and you upload it to their website. They will then distribute it to all the podcast directories automatically. They even have magic mastering software which increases my voice and drones out the loud fucking cars that seem to be driving by every single time I'm recording. Anyway, definitely check out the link in the description. You'll get a $20 Amazon gift card for signing up for a paid plan. That's $20, people. That means you can buy my book, Worthless. It's only for $3.99. You will have much more things to buy on Amazon after you buy my book. Just saying. Buzzsprout. Link in the description. Let's get this motherfucker started. What up, bitches? Back at it again with another episode of the motherfucking CJ Bronson podcast. Today is Monday, May 30th. 2022. Happy fucking Memorial Day. Get up. It's Memorial Day. I don't give a fuck. Good for you. You're off. Fuck you. Get up. If you're with me, you gotta work like me. You're already up. You've already went for your walk. You already washed your fucking face and balls. Maybe not. Maybe just the balls. I don't know. But get up. Either way, it doesn't matter. I don't care if you're off. You know why? Not because I hate you, but because you should enjoy the day. Get out. CJ, it's raining. I don't give a fuck if it's raining. Get your ass up. Go outside. We've been locked down for 2 years. They told you not to leave your fucking house. Get outside while you still can, motherfucker. Look at China. Motherfuckers, the only way they're getting outside is either being dragged out or jumping out the fucking window. Get up. Enjoy. I don't care if you don't like the heat. Just open your head out the door for 2 seconds, go get the mail, come back in. Who gives a fuck? Freedom. Enjoy it. It's Memorial Day. You know, a lot of people lost their lives fighting for this country, and we should enjoy all the freedoms that we have. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm doing. I'm doing 2 in 1, right? Because I'm saying whatever the fuck I want to say, and I'm enjoying my freedom by being outside and recording in my car, I guess. Sorry again for the noise. I am fighting this fucking illness. I don't know what the fuck it is. Sore throat, fucking stuffy nose, runny nose, all kinds of shit. I'm on Dayquil, NyQuil. I crushed the fucking halls and sniffed it. I don't know what else to do. I have no clue. I'm smoking. I'm taking edibles. I'm doing, what I prescribe. Again, I'm not a doctor, therapist, or any professional, but it's worked in the past. Maybe it'll fucking work now, but we'll see. We will see. But today's going to be a fun episode, guys. It's a fun episode. Hopefully you can listen to it, enjoy it. If you're miserable with your family, you can have your one AirPod in and listen to me. One AirPod, or earbud, whatever. I'm a little fucked up. I told you. A little delirious, but I have good news. Hopefully you guys went out this weekend. Hopefully you guys had some fun. You drank, you smoked, you fucked something fucked you, whatever. Maybe you visited family. That sucks. Or maybe you didn't. Maybe you visited family and had a great time. But you know who had a really good fucking time this weekend? Do you know who? Guess who? Who do you think had the best weekend? And who deserved to have the best weekend, honestly? Yes, that's right. Correct. Nancy Pelosi's husband. Oh, you didn't hear? I love this shit. Do you understand? Because of my hatred for Nancy Pelosi, I absolutely love this. Let's go here to TMZ. Dun, 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 dun. Nancy Pelosi's husband, Paul Pelosi, was arrested this weekend for DUI, TMZ has learned. The House Speaker's spouse was arrested just before midnight Saturday night in Napa County and then booked hours later into jail. On what? What do you think? 2 counts, driving under the influence and driving with a blood alcohol content level of fucking 0.08 or higher. Both misdemeanors. Interesting. They had to throw that in there. Both misdemeanors. Yeah, bitch, you were fucking driving while intoxicated. You could have killed somebody, killed a family, anybody who's on the road, traveling. That shouldn't be a misdemeanor, in my opinion. The details of the incident of the arrest have yet to surface, and we're working on getting a full narrative, as well as a mugshot if available. But at the moment, this is all there is. That's funny. Trying to get a mugshot. By the way, the arrest info here lines up with what we know about Paul publicly, especially his birthday listed as April 15th, 1940, 82 years old. 82 years old, DUI. No word on whether, 82 years old. I'm sorry to say this, guys, if you're that old, if you're older, I'm not telling you can't do something. All I'm saying is there's a possibility that you may not be able to do something as good as you used to do something, right? You could argue that, you could agree with that. Right? Like, let's use stairs, for example, right? When you were 30, you were able to go up and down the stairs probably fairly easy. At 82, you kind of take your time. You're a little slow. Sometimes you stub your toe. Sometimes you slip off the railing. Sometimes you fall down the stairs. Help, I fall and I can't get up. Right? Remember that commercial? Sometimes that happens. All I'm saying is possibly consider taking another driving test to make sure, take the eye test, the driving test, because I'm on the road daily with my job, as you guys know, delivery, and I see some of these motherfuckers who are 80 plus. Their chin is on the fucking steering wheel. Their eyes are squinted. They have these 4K 5D sunglasses on that are so fucking thick, they double as a COVID mask. That's how thick they are. And they're driving 10 miles per hour in the fast lane, shaking. Not the car. Their bodies are shaking. And I'm not trying to insult the elderly. I'm honestly not trying to insult them. They got places to go. They got shit to do. I get it. I understand. I respect that. But at the same time, think about the safety. Think about the other people on the road. I know you have to get to your bingo tournament. I know how that's important to you. And Gladys, that fucking bitch, she's fucking cheating somehow. You know it. You know she's cheating. But you just can't prove it. One day you will. But you should get there safely. You should make sure you get there without hitting anyone or anything. I mean, that's important, right? And then another good thing would be don't drink and drive. Because if you're not really a good driver, at that age, maybe adding alcohol to it is not the best idea. Plus, when you're a multi-millionaire, like Pelosi's husband, oh yes, if you didn't know, he is a stock trader genius just like his wife. Somehow amassed multi-million-dollar fortunes, ironically betting, gambling, placing a wager on the stock market that stocks will increase, and it just so happens to go up a couple days or months or weeks or years or months after a government contract is signed. So, hey, who knows? I'm not saying that it's insider trading, right? I'm just telling you what I read and what I heard. This is all alleged. But it's probably true. Probably is. I mean, hey, what do you want me to say? You want me to go, lie to you on a fucking Memorial Day? Look, I'll lie to you any other day. But on Memorial Day, son? Hell no, I ain't doing that shit. Hell no, I'm Patriot. I don't do that. No word on whether the speaker herself was with Paul during this bust. As you know, she's often in D.C. for her job. But since it's Memorial Day weekend, she could have possibly been back home with her family for a bit. But it seems unlikely. At the moment, it appears she's in Rhode Island for a commencement speech to graduates there. There's a fucking terrifying thing. You look up and see her on graduation day. Fuck. Sorry. Oops. Should I not have said that? Oh, that came out. I blame the weed. She hasn't publicly acknowledged Paul's arrest, and neither have any of her children or immediate family as far as we can tell. In any case, Paul's bail was set at $5,000, so we imagine he's already out at this point. He's been married to Nancy since 1963. I like how they put that as the last sentence, but what's crazy was that his bail was only $5,000. Like, dude, 2 counts. I don't care if it's a misdemeanor or not. Like, there was no reason for you to be drinking and driving. You have so much money. You could hire somebody off the street, pay them for the whole day to drive you around. Like, in cash. Why do you need to drive? Anything. I mean, I wouldn't be driving, but then again, look at me. I'm fucking driving every day. I can't wait to the point where I don't have to drive. Hopefully it's financially the reason why I don't have to drive and not fucking medically or I'm 82 and I can't drive or not drive as well. Excuse me, not drive as well. Like I said, I think it's fucking hilarious because I hate Nancy Pelosi and she's a fucking insider trader genius. Again, allegedly, excuse me, allegedly, she is Satan herself. Allegedly, some people would say that. Some people will argue that she's the best. That's why she doesn't need anyone telling her what to do. You know what this is a case of? This is a fucking case of her husband not knowing his limits. That's what it comes down to. You got to know your limits. Nancy, that goes for you too. Know your limits. Term limits. Give up. Throw in the fucking towel. You've made enough money. You fucked over enough Americans and enough people. Move on. This is a comedy show. That's just me expressing myself, not sober, but it's my opinion. I think everyone should have a term limit. How are you going to tell someone you have this job until you're ready to leave? Giving, with all the power that she has, clearly wielding it and abusing it, in my opinion. I mean, she went to fucking Ukraine. It's a war zone, supposedly, allegedly, shook hands with Vladimir Zelensky, the great president of Ukraine, the hero, the savior, in a war zone. In Kyiv, or whatever the fuck the name of the capital is. Isn't that the city that was being attacked by Putin relentlessly? But you were able to land a gigantic jet. Keep in mind, the jet is bad on fuel. Isn't that bad for the environment? I thought they were so against the environment, but they're taking all these leisurely trips to fucking Switzerland, to fucking, for the summit, the Great Reset. Then they got to fly to fucking Germany to get the fucking baby formula because they can't go to Mexico to get it, like I did in the other episode. Then they're going to fly now to fucking Ukraine to shake hands with this guy who's so desperate for cash. I don't know. So, yeah, I don't really like her. I'm not a big fan. So if she was at my graduation, I'd probably I don't even know what I would throw at her. I don't know what I would do. I'd boo. Are we allowed to throw tomatoes at bad performances, or is that considered like hate speech or some shit? Is like the fucking, they're gonna come after me for some kind of like, oh, he's a sexist. He threw a red tomato at her because he's a sexist, and tomatoes are feminine. So that's why he threw a female fruit. Like, what the fuck? Because it has seeds. Like, what the fuck? You know how they flip shit. You know how they flip shit, and they're going to flip this story too. This poor bastard, this poor man, fucking married to Nancy since 1963. God damn, he deserves a drink or 50. Maybe that's the thing. Remember how I always vent about mental health? Remember that shit? I'm always like, mental health. It's proof right here. It can affect the rich. It can affect the middle class, the fucking poor. This is the proof. What else why else would he be drinking? 82. He doesn't need to drink. Doesn't need to drive. He could hire a helicopter to fly him somewhere. Literally. Uber has helicopters, by the way, if you were wondering. It's not cheap. I haven't flown in one. I probably will never. But, like I mentioned before, this could be a mental health issue. Shout out to Ashley at letsthinkhappy.com. Code LTH20 should still work today. But, save 20%. But, maybe not. Maybe he was like, this is it. He's like, it's been fucking since 1963. I've been married to fucking Pelosi. I can't do this shit no more. I'm going to say it's a drink and drive an accident, whatever. And it didn't turn out the way he wanted to turn out. He survived. Maybe. I don't know. Money doesn't buy happiness is what they say. I'm would be very happy with money. I'd be very happy recording in a studio instead of a car in 90-degree weather. But some people, I guess don't think like me. I guess some people, they get the money and they just, they buy all the shit that they want and then they're like, now what? And they're miserable. Well, that's because you don't have a fucking game plan, my friend. Or maybe you achieved all your goals and you're like, fuck this. I got to live with this fucking machine creature. And she's always drunk and, sorry, but if you listen to her speak, you think I sound fucking crazy and belligerent. Listen to what she's fucking saying on stage. Like her fucking, it's morning, it's Sunday morning. When she does one of those things, she's fucking out of her mind on something. I'm sorry. So maybe he's like, I had enough of this bitch. I'm going to end it tonight. Maybe not. I mean, I don't know. Allegedly. Like I said, who knows? Or maybe he tried to because he knows too much. Maybe he couldn't live with all the secrets that he knows. All the wrongdoings that Nancy has done. And maybe she threatened him in one of her drunken tirades and said, listen, you bitch, you 82-year-old fuck, you can't even drive a car. Listen to me. If you tell anybody about what I fucking told you and what I did, I'll fucking kill you. And so maybe he was like, oh, okay, well, there's no way out. Maybe this was the way out for him. I don't know. Or maybe you're just drinking, I don't know what to do. You throw back 50, 60 drinks, get behind the wheel of a car and said, fuck it. Here's an update. Paul was involved in a car crash. That's how officers spotted him. See, what's really interesting is how the information is slowly trickling out. Like they're controlling this information. Right? This was reported at 5:54 the next day, this morning. 5:54 this morning. They spotted the crash at 10:26 Saturday night. So why is it taking almost 2 days for this information to come out? Because of the holiday weekend? No, bitch. They're controlling the narrative again. I wonder how they'll spin this. Paul was involved in a car crash, and that's how officers spotted him. At 10:26 p.m. Saturday night, the CHP got a call about a two-car crash in the Napa area. This, according to the collision report obtained by TMZ, Paul was driving a 2021 Porsche when his car was struck by a Jeep. His car was struck by a Jeep. Doesn't say if he was in the wrong lane. He was parked on the highway. He was arrested at 11:44 p.m. and booked into the Napa County Detention Center for DUI. No one was injured in the crash. He was driving a 2021 Porsche, 82 years old. On top of that, he said, let me throw back a few. It's a Porsche. Those are not slow-moving cars. I believe a Porsche, you put that shit in first gear, you're already at 50 by the time I finish this sentence. Seriously. First gear. Could be wrong. Maybe that's an exaggeration. Probably a big exaggeration. But whatever. It's a fast fucking car, especially for me. Imagine an 82-year-old. Imagine an 82-year-old who's intoxicated. And it's probably not just alcohol. I'm just saying. You're married to Nancy Pelosi. I'm assuming it's not just alcohol. And I'm pretty sure some of your prescription medication says do not mix with alcohol. I'm just saying that because you're 82 and most likely you're on some shit. Pharmaceutically. Medical grade. But yeah, I think they're going to control the narrative. They're going to spin this article around into some craziness. I just wonder how they're going to do it. Will they try to make him a victim? Oh, he's a victim. He's a victim of alcohol abuse. It's not him. It's the alcohol that's the problem. Can you imagine? The first they're going after the guns, then they turn around and they try to go after the alcohol? That'd be crazy, yo. That'd be insane. Abortion to guns to alcohol, they start taking away more and more of your freedoms. I mean, it could. Why not? No one's standing up against it. No one's really pushing back. I don't know. I'm curious to see what happens. I mean, I don't see how, unless they bury this article, bury it, or they make her to seem like a fucking victim. Oh, my husband's going through a lot of things. He's, it's been a struggle. It's been so difficult living with him. And maybe that's her way out. Maybe that's the way she retires. I got to retire and step back and take care of him. Right? Because she's not going to quit. She's going to do it out of the goodness of her heart because she's a good person. Maybe that's her exit. Maybe that's her exit strategy. Hopefully, I'd rather her do that than take away alcohol. I'm just saying. Or put some kind of fucking ban on it or some shit. I don't know. Maybe that's her exit, though. Maybe it's his way of killing himself. Maybe that's his way of celebrating Memorial Day. Maybe that was her way of celebrating Memorial Day. Yeah, she was nowhere around. No, she was in another state. She was in Connecticut or whatever the fuck she was doing. Right? And all of a sudden, he's intoxicated behind the wheel. Well, she wasn't at the scene. Maybe that was her way of trying to take him out. But it didn't work. Maybe a failed attempt. I don't know. These are all suspicions, all guesses. Maybe she was supposed to be with him in that Porsche. And she wasn't. Luckily. Maybe they were both meant to go. I don't know. I'm not a conspiracy guy. I'm just saying this is, I'm high, I'm fucked up, whatever. It could be. Imagine that. You turn the fucking the news on or radio on, whatever the fuck you listen to, podcast on Memorial Day, and you hear that they both passed in a car crash. Wouldn't you be devastated? Oh my God, I'd be beside myself. I wouldn't know what to do. It's crazy. It's sad. You can go at any moment with Nancy, fucking with her and the Clintons. Anything's possible. It's a very dangerous game they play. But I guess it's worth it for the money. I'm praying for this guy. He's probably getting his ass beat by Nancy right now. You thought Amber Heard was bad. Imagine what Nancy Pelosi does to this fucking poor 82-year-old. At least Johnny's a little younger. He could defend himself. Fucking Nancy? Have you seen? Imagine her angry. She's already looks pissed off all the time. Oh man. Let's take a moment to obviously we have to. I mean, it's only fair. Let's take a moment and really focus on Paul Pelosi, Nancy's husband, and let's really pray for his safety, his well-being. Lord. Okay, that's enough. I don't want to get too much into it. Obviously, they don't deserve the prayers. They probably worship a different type of God than we do anyway. But good for them. Good for them. They're millionaires. They raped the system. They got away with it. Good. Paul, he celebrated. He seems like he had a good weekend. If it's true. He had some drinks. He drove a Porsche. He was away from Nancy. Maybe that was his, the best Memorial Day weekend he's ever had. Until she bailed him out or she met up with him after. Imagine that conversation. Ooh, boy. Still can't imagine her fucking at a graduation ceremony. I couldn't imagine her at any ceremony. I would never want her at any ceremony. She could be giving me the award. Do you understand? She could be giving me the award for the best new podcast of 2022, and I'd be like, yo, just mail that shit to me. I wouldn't even Zoom call. You know what I mean? I would respond with a text. Maybe a fax. No, I don't want her to have my fax number. Maybe a text from like a burner phone. That's would be my response. I don't want, that's how little I want, to do with her. I don't want to talk about her, look at her, see her face or name, nothing. So let's stop. Let's stop. Let's go out. Let's enjoy. It's fucking Memorial Day. It's not late. If you're fucking waking up now, you still got time, bitch. Get up. Get out to the beach. Fuck, you know what? Don't go to the fucking beach. Go outside. Go for a walk. Relax. Watch a movie. Stay in. Turn the air conditioner on. Order some DoorDash. Order some Grubhub. Order some Uber Eats and let someone like my sexy ass bring it to you in this heat. And when you're sitting there in your comfortable air-conditioned house and that bell rings or you get that alert on your phone that your food has arrived, remember that feeling of your food arriving and tip generously. Because I know when you open that fucking door to retrieve your bag of food, that heat is going to hit you in the face. And you're going to think to yourself, thank God I ordered DoorDash or Uber Eats. That's how I want you to fucking tip. It's a goddamn holiday, too. Consider that shit. The fucking gas prices was almost at $5 a gallon. Even with Wawa's 15 cents off using their app, which I'm still waiting for some kind of sponsorship deal. Even with that savings on their app, God bless them. It's still expensive. So please, consider doing that. Guys, don't drink and drive. Don't drink and drive. Don't do it. It's too expensive to drive, period. Save that money. Buy some condoms. Get an Uber. Go home. Have a good time. Save your money. Spend it on me. Check out my book. It's called Worthless. It's $3.99 on Amazon. It's fantastic. Check that out. Again, tip your drivers, tip your rideshare drivers. I love all of you. Enjoy this beautiful fucking day. Enjoy the day. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Hopefully my voice sounds better. It does not feel like it's getting any better, but fuck it. Like I say, I gotta fake it till I fucking make it. Peace, y'all. Love you. Bye-bye.